All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're going to unlock a document that, on the surface, looks super technical, the DynamoDB API reference. But I'll show you how it's actually the key to building some seriously powerful applications.
So let me ask you this. You ever use an app that just feels instantaneous? You tap something and the data is just there, even if you're halfway across the world from its servers? How does a global app pull that off? How do they get you that data in milliseconds?
Well, you can bet it's not magic. That incredible speed and rock-solid reliability, it all starts with a special kind of language, a way for the app on your phone to talk to a database that could be thousands of miles away.
And that's where the API reference comes in. Think of it as the official dictionary and the grammar rulebook for that language. It tells developers exactly how to speak to a service like DynamoDB, what to say and how to say it to get the database to do precisely what they want. Now, check out this date, 2012. What does that tell you? It tells you we're not dealing with some brand new experimental tech. No way. This is a battle-tested, mature, and incredibly stable foundation that people have been building on for over a decade. That means reliability is baked right in. Okay, so this API reference is actually broken down into a few key parts. Let's start with the first and, the most fundamental one, the core toolkit, which is the main DynamoDB API itself. This is the absolute heart of the entire thing. These are the commands that handle all the bread and butter work of any database application. If your goal is to manage data, this is ground zero. And what does that mean in practice? Well, it's all the essentials you'd expect, right? Creating tables to hold your info, writing new items into those tables, reading them back, updating them when things change, and of course, deleting them when you don't need them anymore. Plus, it gives you powerful ways to query that data to find the exact piece of information you're looking for. These are the foundational building blocks for everything else we're going to talk about. But what if you need to do more than just store and retrieve data? What if you need to react to that data changing in real time? Well, that brings us to our next section, the changelog, also known as DynamoDB streams. And this is where things get really, really cool. Put simply, streams give you a time-ordered log of every single change that happens to your data. Just imagine a perfect, unchangeable record of everything that has ever happened in your database, in the exact order it happened. That's what a stream is. So why does that matter? What can you do with it? Oh, so much. With a changelog like this, you can build incredible features. You can power live dashboards that update the second the data changes. You can automatically trigger other processes whenever something is modified. You could replicate your data to other parts of the world for speed or safety. And as you see here, it's perfect for creating powerful audit trails to track every single change. It basically turns your database from just a passive place to store stuff into an active, event-driven platform. Okay, so we can manage our data and we can react to changes. But what about when you need just extreme speed? For that, we get in the fast lane with the DynamoDB Accelerator, or DAX. DAX is pretty much a turbo booster for your database. It's a fully managed, in-memory cache that sits right in front of DynamoDB. For any app that reads the same data over and over, DAX can boost that performance by up to 10 times. We're talking about taking response times from milliseconds down to microseconds. That is incredibly fast. And this comparison here is really the key to understanding how they work together. DynamoDB is always your source of truth. It's the vault where your data is permanently and safely stored. DAX, on the other hand, is the in-memory cache. It's a temporary but ultra-fast speed layer. So while DAX is giving you that blistering microsecond access, DynamoDB is in the back guaranteeing your data is saved and durable. They're not competing, they're a high-performance team. So when we put all three of these pieces together, that technical API reference we started with, it totally transforms into something way more powerful. It becomes your development blueprint. So let's recap it real quick. The main point is this. Each part has a distinct and vital job. The core DynamoDB API is there to manage the data. DynamoDB Streams lets you react to changes in that data. And the DAX API is all about how you accelerate access to it. Manage, react, accelerate. See? It's three parts of one powerful, cohesive toolkit. And that really brings us to the big takeaway of this whole explainer.
What starts out looking like just another technical document is actually the blueprint for an incredibly versatile and high-performance data toolkit. It's not just a list of commands you have to memorize, it's a guide to building modern, scalable, and seriously fast applications. So, you see, the API reference isn't just some document to be read, it's a set of tools to be used. You have the blueprint now, so the only real question left is, what are you going to build?